It's time for another 5 for Friday here on TarHeelIllustrated.com. This is THI Publisher Andrew Jones, and this week's topic is sometimes the seemingly impossible is actually possible. I submit to you Saturday's game between North Carolina and top-ranked Clemson as one of those games where the seemingly impossible is that North Carolina could win this game. They're 28-point underdogs. The Tigers are loaded with NFL talent all over its roster, defending national champions, number one in the country, 19-game winning streak. Carolina, on the other hand, they lost to Wake Forest and Appalachian State the last 2 weeks. They got a few NFL guys, not a lot of depth, true freshman quarterback, maybe only one scholarship quarterback available Saturday. The Tar Heels are looking at a significant uphill climb in this game, but the beautiful thing about sports and the beautiful thing about college sports and college football is sometimes the seemingly impossible actually is possible. We see upsets. We see them in sports all the time. And in college football, it's not like North Carolina has a history of slaying the giant a whole lot in its history, but it has happened. And the Tar Heels twice have gone into seemingly impossible situations and actually won games. I happen to cover both of them. So let's go back down memory lane for just a moment and bring up those two games. Remembering first, 2001, North Carolina's game against Florida State. To kind of give a little bit of a backdrop there, the Tar Heels started out the season in John Bunning's first year, losing at defending national champion Oklahoma. They then lost at Maryland, a team that won the ACC and played in the Orange Bowl. Then they lose at Texas, which I think finished in the top 5. That was Mac Brown's third Texas team. And then the Tar Heels were supposed to come home and play SMU, but the game was postponed because 9/11 occurred. 9/11, everything was moved back toward the end of the season. UNC concluded that season beating SMU at home and qualified for the Peach Bowl with that victory. It was actually a home game in December. So there was a week off for everybody, and next up on the slate was number 4 Florida State. Pretty daunting way for a team like North Carolina to open up the schedule, for anybody to open up their schedule. Tar Heels went into the game. No way UNC fans thought they could win. They would have been happy just to compete. And what ended up happening is Carolina scored 34 points in the second half, held FSU to 34 total yards, and Carolina blew them out 41-9. I actually told this story the other day over at the football center. I'll never forget. I was standing in the end zone right over by the tunnel watching the students try to bring down the goalpost because I wanted to write about it. And the goalposts don't exactly come down a whole lot at Kenan Stadium. So I stood there watching and waiting and waiting and waiting, and eventually it took 41 minutes for the goalpost to finally come down. Now, again, they don't have a lot of history of bringing down the goalpost, so I guess they weren't that skilled at it. Point being that North Carolina doesn't slay these giants very often, but the Tar Heels did that day. Fast forward to 2004, the Tar Heels were having a wildly up and down season. Ugly losses to Louisville and Utah where they set a school record allowing total yards. And then you had that famous win over NC State, the T.A. McClendon fumble. But in that same season, within that same month of October when the Heels were as up and down as you can be, was a home game against number 4 Miami. The Tar Heels weren't supposed to win that game. They weren't supposed to compete in that game. But Connor Barth's 42-yard field goal as time expired gave the Tar Heels a 31-28 victory. That's probably, if not the loudest, it's the second loudest I've ever heard Kenan Stadium. The place exploded. The fans stormed the field. And I'll never forget afterward, we were up on the I guess the 5th floor wasn't built back then, but I think it was the 4th floor where we did interviews at the time. And Jesse Holley, a wide receiver who had a little cup of coffee in the NFL, he came in the interview area and was yelling about where's Lee Corso? Where's Kirk Herbstreit? They said we didn't have a chance. And of course, Jesse was excited because the Tar Heels showed that sometimes the seemingly impossible is possible. Now, let's look at Saturday's game. Carolina on paper doesn't stand a chance of winning this game. when you break down the matchups, there's no area in which the Tar Heels have an advantage in this game. But what they do have going for them is the fact they have some good players. They have some guys that can make some plays. And if they make the right plays, forcing some turnovers, hitting on a couple of big pass plays here or there, Michael Carter getting in the open field and taking one to the house, or maybe get some things on special teams, and Clemson just has a really off day and Carolina capitalizes, they have a chance. Also, let's remember, John Bunning engineered those 2 wins over top 5 teams, which are the only 2 in program history. Mack Brown is at the helm now, and with all due respect to John Bunning, a good man who had a so-so run at Carolina, Mack Brown's a college Hall of Famer. He knows how to get a team ready for a situation like this, and we've seen crazier things before. I'm not projecting a Carolina win. Trust me, you'll see on our site, THIillustrated.com, on our staff picks, that I have Clemson winning by a decided advantage. But the point is, sometimes the seemingly impossible is possible. And if Carolina is going to join, this Carolina team is going to join the 01 and 04 Tar Heels at pulling off those kinds of upsets, it would be something that people don't think is possible, but it is. It is possible that the Tar Heels can win this game because upsets do occur. This is Andrew Jones. You're watching 5 for Friday here on TarHeelIllustrated.com and on YouTube on our Tar Heel Illustrated channel. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel so you get notifications every time we upload something.